War in Syria has created a wave of refugees fleeing the country. The U.S. government plans to bring a total of 10,000 refugees right here to this country by September. CBS 4's Dan Joseph has more on what Valley residents have to say about the plan in this week's Say What.
Do you have any concerns at all about the efforts to process more Syrian refugees each month before September than have been brought to the U.S. in the last year?
I don't think the government's capable of processing these people or checking them out in any way. I haven't seen it work so far, and I think if we have 8,700 of them over here, we got to be a special kind of stupid. I mean, I just don't understand it. What is there about people who want to kill us that we're going to put on our welfare that we need in the United States? It just doesn't compute. And we got to pay an army of people just to follow them around to make sure they're not going to blow us up. It's one of the times I just thank God that I live in the Rio Grande Valley, because they won't come here. They'll be further north, and they won't jeopardize our kids.
Can our country really make an investigation who they are, where they come from? Are they tied to ISIS?
In the Paris terrorist attacks in November, one of the attackers used a fake Syrian passport to pose as a refugee. Are you concerned that a terrorist could enter the U.S. through a plan to expedite 8,700 refugees in the next 5 months?
I think there's enough security that I don't think that's going to happen.
There are folks over there that could very easily house these people. Why we have to bring them over here is beyond me. It's just too much of a culture shock for them.
I've seen people cross over with false documents. Okay, so I know that's possible.
So should there be any special limits or tests for refugees from countries known to have terrorist ties?
I don't know how you can identify a Christian. I mean, if somebody really wants in, they can put on any facade they want.
Our country should know where they're at and what they're doing.
They should be able to prove to the government that they are indeed refugees.
Have the President and Congress taken the best action to protect the U.S. from terrorists?
And I thought it was wrong to take our people, our soldiers, out of Iraq. Our country is afraid to die for the right cause. And I think sometimes, even if our sons have to die for the right reason, keep the war over there, not over here.
I think we need to start deporting people that have overstayed visas and that sort of thing from countries that want to hurt us. It's not brain surgery, and you can't pass laws for them not to kill us. I mean, we just got to protect ourselves, and I don't think we've done a very good job of that.
With this week's edition of Say What, for CBS 4 News and ValleyCentral.com, I'm Dan Joseph.
Still a controversial issue.